Well, the background, I suppose, was immigration. The economic downturn in Ireland forced me into a decision of looking at, elsewhere for work. And London was the obvious place for me to start with. So when I went to London, I felt that there was a missing link between networks that should be there and what we could provide. So hence the BITA was born.
I've been involved with BITA Ireland and BITA UK since its inception in November 2013. The reason being, I saw it as a really, really good idea in that when people go over to England, as the case may be, they can be lost and we can help.
My hope when I set it up was to give people the practical advice of what you can and can't do and don't do in London, because it was quite different to living in Ireland. London is a very, very big place, apart from trying to get around and find out where you are in London. So I felt if we created a network where you could actually interact with people and find out from their experiences what they have done, which would make it easier for me to learn as we go along.
I was actually invited by Paul Whitnell, the President, to the opening of the UK when it opened at the embassy, and loved what they were doing, amazed by his passion, and he asked me if I was interested in joining, first of all, and then potentially coming on the board. So the first thing that I wanted to do was to meet everybody, see what they were all about, and after my first board meeting decided that it was something that I wanted to get involved in. And but what I wanted to do was understand exactly what it was that they were trying to achieve. So that's what I did for the first couple of months, and have been incredibly involved since then.
I think it's absolutely immeasurably important that we thank so many people that first of all got this organised. BITA, as you said, was 18 months ago, and it has really, really grown overwhelmingly. A lot of that's due to the leadership of the people that are in the organisation, and great credit to them. And we would hope now to emulate that here in Dublin and in Ireland, where perhaps in 18 months' time we could see a huge, huge organisation that's there to benefit and support Irish industry and Irish entrepreneurs.
All SMEs we encourage because we are SME driven. We are very well backed by a large amount of corporate companies, Quinn Group, Ballymore Properties, Glendimplex, and without them and their support it's invaluable. But we encourage SMEs to get engaging with us, because that's what it's all about. We can introduce SMEs to decision makers, and we can quicken up the process of a very, very difficult, large market, very vibrant market. And that's what the BITA is all about.
It's the time that I spend on the BITA is now become part of my business, because the members have become my clients. The BITA is a very definite part of my life as opposed to just my business, and the people are just so passionate about what they're doing and what they're achieving that it's actually a joy to be involved. So yes, it's become, really integrated in what I do on a daily basis, but it almost doesn't feel like work. And because a lot of the members now are my clients, it all sort of flows.
Well, networking is hugely important, and there's a lot of the small SMEs don't have the financial wherewithal, to access contacts and to travel. So organisations like this would be of huge benefit. It gives you the personal contacts, and we also are in a position to support people in a practical way in moving into a new market, because it is daunting if you're on your own and you have very little money perhaps to start up with, and yet there are people very established, perhaps in larger businesses, that are here to be patrons and to support them, and I think that's hugely important. So we're working in parallel with some of the existing organisations, the state organisations, but I think this organisation has something different to give to people.